What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mikey Raider, and I hope you guys can hear all my audio through my phone when I'm recording these videos. Sometimes my audio goes in and out on my phone. It doesn't work properly, so all I can do is apologize. I did my first 2 draft reactions in earlier videos, and I hope you guys saw them. And now the Raiders are back on the clock after trading down, gaining picks to like 97, 98. And I forgot the Raiders had a pick 68 in the 3rd round. So the Raiders are about to pick 68. But I just quickly wanted to talk about the wide receiver that we picked up in the 2nd round or the 3rd round, whatever number that officially was, with Jack Bess. I did not know the story that he lost his brother Tiger in the New Orleans attack with the car, and he lost the life of his brother Tiger in the draft. And yeah, that is really heartfelt. That just happened in February around the Super Bowl time. And I mean, yeah, I'm really liking the pick even more for the story. Plus, he's out of a Christian university, and he's leading his life with grace and stuff like that. And I compare him to Jordy Nelson. I've seen comparisons online to Tim Brown at some sorts. But the Raiders pick is in at 68. SHEDEUR Sanders is still there. The Raiders finally went cornerback, DARIAN Porter out of Iowa State. All right, we finally got a cornerback. I thought they might need to go offensive line. Maybe they're saving that for these picks in the 90s. But DARIAN Porter, cornerback out of Iowa State, has just been selected. I think I accidentally paused the video when I turned the camera around. My apologies. We got Dorian Porter, cornerback out of Iowa State. And I was trying to show the highlights, but I paused the video, unfortunately. They said he lacks in depth. He's only had 7 starts in his entire career. This past year, out of 4 years in college, he's only started 7 games. So he's definitely a prospect. But we got ourselves a cornerback. We're starting to build the defense with depth because we got a lot of picks now in the draft since we traded down. And I was expecting offensive linemen, but I'm thinking that's going to start to happen with these late picks in the 3rd round or 4th round that we got since we traded down. DARIAN Porter out of Iowa State at 68 to the Raiders. He's definitely a prospect. He has a wide receiver background as well in high school and in college. Maybe they put him in some packages. Maybe he'll work out as a wide receiver 5. I don't know. Special teams. Very interesting to note. But we got ourselves DARIAN Porter, cornerback out of Iowa State. And I'll give this a grade of C+, because I don't know much about him. He hasn't started that much. And he's lacking experience. But they see something in him, and he's now our guy. He will probably not start across Jacorian Bennett initially, but maybe down the road. We got ourselves a quarterback, DARIAN Porter. DP, baby. DP, baby. All right, Raider Nation, I'll come to you with the next picks. I don't know what numbers they are. I'm a little bit off base today. But I love you all. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully you're having a beautiful draft with your family. And yeah, that's my initial reaction. And one good thing about after the draft is we get to watch footage, interviews, and more stories on all these players. And you either fall in love with them more or you have something to disagree with, if you will. So far, I'm liking the draft. I mean, it's working out. I didn't want to trade down because I wanted to pick up Luther Burden, Will Johnson, cornerback, and a couple of other players that I had on my board. But we're picking up players that I knew we needed to pick up, just at different positions, and we've added 2 or 3 different picks later in the day to get depth. So we're definitely going for quantity, and we're hoping for quality. That's my assumption of the draft so far, and I'm loving it. And wow, that Jack Bech story, heartfelt, heartfelt. Welcome to the Raiders. Dorian Porter, Jack Bech, and Ashton Jeanty.